Hi there, this is Fasi.
And I'm Mike.
Today I do have a different look. This is my look before getting rich.
Okay.
Anyway, today we are going to talk about CJ-7 from Axial SCX10iii. And we're going to do the comparison side by side with the older model and the newer model, which we just recently received. So we're just going to do a side-by-side comparison. This one is like Mike is going to talk more about it.
Yeah, so well, the V1 and the V2, the only difference they made was they updated to Spectrum Electronics. It's the same vehicle. I believe they actually had to re-release it because it's made in a different factory now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they changed factory. That's what I heard from Harley Designs. But yeah, it's essentially the same vehicle just with updated electronics. It still has the SCX10iii transmission with dig. But yeah, I did bring this one today to show the differences and like the upgrade. This is my personal vehicle, the upgrades you could do to an Axial that doesn't perform quite as well. The modifications you can make to make it perform a lot better.
All right. So
Yeah, so
I already took off the lid of this one, the body. So you want to talk about something?
Yeah, so the stock one, it's a great trail truck. Again, this has dig. So what dig does, for people that are not familiar, it's a servo in the transmission that'll lock the rear axle. So let's say you're on a steep incline, you're climbing up something, you're doing a crawler competition, or you just need to get around something. You can set the dig, and what's going to happen is the back is going to lock, and your vehicle could rotate at 180 degrees. It could basically rotate on a dime like that and just go straight back down. Instead of just having an open diff and having to drive like a big radius around something. Also, if you're in a competition, you get points docked if you reverse. So that's a way to avoid reversing. I don't see anybody using this in a competition. This is definitely a trail truck, but even on the trails, it does help to get around obstacles. Now it's the same transmission. I believe they updated, like I said, the electronics is just Spectrum Electronics is still brushed. And the shocks, everything, the axles, I believe they updated the tires, but everything else is the same. They do have two liveries now. The previous one was red and silver. This time it's a red and a copper color with a chrome grille. But yeah, the previous model, there was a red option. This was the first red one, and there was a silver one.
I do have a question. I see there's one battery can go over here, and there's another one, like how?
So no, just different trays. So they have, like, I use the small ones because I trail with really small 3S packs. So they just give you options, also weight distribution. Some people want a battery to counter the weight of the receiver. Some people want a pack down here in the back because they want to run a big stick pack, and they just want a lot of milliamp. They want a lot of runtime. So you have options. You get to choose if you want a big stick pack, you just mount it to the back. If you want a small little comp style battery, that'll go here on the side.
Oh, that is smart. Like to have, like, you guys don't have to do any modification or invest more money into it.
Yeah, it's all there.
Which is making us as hobby stores lose a little bit money. We could have sold this one separately, no?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just joking. How about the transmission? Single speed or two?
So the transmission, it's a single speed. It's fine. It is nice that it has dig. The only downside, in my opinion, to this transmission is that the motor sits extremely high. This vehicle has a super high center of gravity. So the body's heavy, the cage and all the molding, and the fact that the motor sits right under this little fake motor cover, the motor's actually going to sit there. So it's super high in the ground. It's like way above the motor. So it's going to be like right here. So in my opinion, that's a little bit too high. Now in my vehicle, I actually made a lot of modifications to this one just to trail a little bit better. I am running the shocks, the stock shocks. I liked the length, but I lowered the shock mounting position. That's why this one sits like significantly lower. So it's low and it's wide, and I'm running some Vanquish axles on mine. They do mount right on. These are the HD 44 axles. I'll get a close-up video of them right now. But yeah, I'm running Vanquish axles, and I'm actually running a Vanquish transmission in this one.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's got all the bells and whistles. I'll take the body off right now, but I do have the My Trick RC light kit on it. They make it now, but I had to make this one with all the parts, all the little pods. I think they make it complete now. But yeah, it's got the headlights, it's got the light bar, the little light pods, and the tail lights here in the back.
My light is bright.
Yeah, the light bar is extremely bright. Sorry if I
No.
Yeah.
worries.
So let me take off this body so you guys can see. On this one, I'm also running. Oh, I have the little winch. This thing is pretty neat. Different bumper mounts can, accommodate to the winches. Set that up. I'm running this on a Spectrum DX6C, and it's a good. These are great for crawlers. Very easy to use. And it's nice and durable. I don't feel bad if I drop it or if my son drops it or anything. But that's in the front. This is in the back.
Oh, they changed the position, and this one is sideways.
Yeah, it's because of the bumper.
I got.
So yeah, when I take this off, let me get this thing unplugged.
Oh, so they give these things for light, kid.
Yeah, so that'll be for those will be for the lights. So I'll just kind of hold this up. I'll get a close up of it as well. But I'm running the Vanquish the VFD transmission in this one. I am running the VRD spec transmission in this one. So it's got all the fancy stuff in it, all like the gears and stuff. But yeah, you can see how much lower the motor sits than this one. So if you set it kind of like hold it up like that. So the motor's right here. It sits almost like right where the tires are. And this one sits way above the axles. So this makes a much better weight distribution. This is just a lot more simplified. I don't run a receiver case. I took out the receiver case. But yeah, I got the Vanquish incision drive shafts as well. Got the Vanquish beadlocks, Proline tires. These are 3D printed inserts from, I believe these are from Squid inserts, and Raw 500 servo. So there's a ton of upgrades. A lot of people think that they have to just run everything out of the box. There's not a lot of modifications, but luckily Josh from Vanquish Harley Designs, he created a template, a little 3D printed bracket to mount this transmission in this vehicle.
Oh, nice.
So it's pretty cool. That's available. It's free. I'll put it down in the link below. I believe it's on his website, but I'll put the link down below just if you guys are interested in doing that, you could do that.
One more thing, you didn't modify this whole area, right?
No, yeah, you didn't need to do any modifications. It's all there. The spur gear, the only thing for the VFD transmission is that you can't run the gear cover. It's a little bit too big. So I'll get a close up, but the spur gear is very, very, very close to the chassis brace. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, so you can't run the gear cover. So I'll get a close up of what it looks like. But yeah, that's like the main difference. You do have to kind of space out the drag link a little bit and the pan hard link. A couple of little minor modifications, but Vanquish axles, top of the line. Nothing's going to happen to them. They're not going to flex. They're not going to break. Nothing's going to snap. I am also on this vehicle running DS Pro, their front bumper and the cage. This is a metal cage, just welded. This guy made it. I believe he has a website. I put that down below as well. And I'm running the Eddie mascot from Iron Maiden. That's my driver here. So yeah, it's got a full interior. This interior is really nice. You could put a driver in here. You don't have to chop it from the waist down. The whole figure fits in here. I believe this is a NECA figure. But yeah, it's got some little ammo cans. Comes with a bunch of little stuff. But yeah, this is a great trail truck. If you guys are looking for anything, the Axial CJ-7. It's a nice vehicle for sure.
Yeah, it is nice. And today we also want to introduce, like, Nissan Racing is manufacturing their own parts and stuff. So we would like to show something new and exciting. Nissan Racing, as a hobby store, we have been manufacturing our parts for a long time, almost like few years. And right now we are getting into our own servos. We came in few months back with the NSR Micro 28, which is compatible with the RC28 from Associated, and what else these are compatible with?
Any of those types of car, PN Racing, Reflex, all those like mini Z size on-road cars that the guys race here. This is like the servo to run in there. So it's got all the good specs. It's metal geared. We had one of our guys test it with one of the other manufacturers. I don't remember the brand, but it's a purple servo. I'm sure you mini Z guys know what servo that is. But it's a little bit faster. It's got a little bit more torque, so it's a great servo for sure.
And the other one, like recently we received the NSR 820. This is more compatible. Like what size?
This is going to be ideal for the micro crawlers, so SCX24s and TRX4Ms. It's going to be very close to the Micro 99. So if you guys are looking for any alternative servos, we do have our servos here. The specs are going to be pretty much identical. It's got the same amount of torque, about 100 ounces of torque. I think the speed is a 0.09, yeah, 0.09 and 95 ounces. So right close to 100 ounces of torque.
Yeah, for this one, we also put the link below, like where you can go and shop for these servos. And we also came out with the 110 and 1/8 scale. We did not forget about you, and we're working on for the bigger scales too. Like this servo NSR A80, like this one is available for like you can. We'll put the link below.
Yeah, so this one's going to be ideal for 10 scale and 8 scale. So it does have the power. This would be great in a sledge, in a Kraton, even down to a rock crawler. So I'm running the raw 500. It's got 500 ounces of torque. I believe it's a 0.10 or a 0.11 speed at 7.4 volts. This one we have a 7.4. It's a 0.10 also, and it's at 500 ounces. So this is very comparable to the Reef's Raw 500. This is honestly my go-to servo. That's kind of why I suggested this one. It's so versatile. You could use it in a bunch of different vehicles. Short cores, you could run it like again in crawlers and monster trucks, in A scales. It's very universal. So this is going to be a hot one for sure.
Yeah, guys, we are trying to bring the best quality products for our all RC enthusiasts. Please stay tuned. Like our videos, subscribe our channels to stay on top of the videos, and we'll be bringing more and more nice products on this channel. And we'll be introducing you guys as much as we can with the new cars and old cars. We'll do comparisons and all. Anything else you want to add?
I think that's it.
That's it. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Bye.